Hello everybody and welcome to the WOSCT Angry Birds IndyCar Series. We're here live at Indianapolis Motor Speedway for the running of the Indy Grand Prix at the Brickyard. Or if you prefer, our version of the Indianapolis 500 if you prefer. So, yeah, this is our next to last race of the season. One more race after this and we'll be at Zen Joltis. We will be at Zen Joltis the next race to decide our IndyCar Series champion. So we're so excited, obviously, and the championship race is obviously tight. So, well, I might have the last race of the live stream, but right now, here is the starting lineup for our Indy 500, if you call it. So, here we go. Starting on the pole today is the 19 of Jason Marshall. On the outside is the 7 of Jake Baskinger. Starting third is the 9 of Ryan Juke, and fourth is the 3 of Austin Kelly. Starting fifth is the 10 of Pichu, and 6th is the 18 of Theo Stiegel. 7th is the 4 of Matt McMurray, and 8th is the 11 of Evan Gattuso. 9th is the 38 of Jacob Cook, and rounding out the top 10, the 77 of Alex Taylor. So it's our version of the Indianapolis 500, 24-lap shootout, and it's going to be exciting. So without further ado, let's hear those famous words in motorsports.
Drivers, start your engines!
Cars are rolling. And everyone's going to start off clean. So here we are, 24 laps at the Brickyard. That happens to be Jeff Gordon's number, by the way, so that's why it chose to be 24 laps here. It's Jeff Gordon's number. Yeah, so we've raced here at the Brickyard before and we've seen some wild wrecks and wild finishes, so this should be no exception. It's going to be a thriller here, I can tell. I can feel it. So anyway, Jason Marshall's going to lead the field for 24 laps of Brickyard racing action. And our Indianapolis 500 is about to get underway. And the green flag is out. We're underway at the Indy Grand Prix at the Brickyard, otherwise known also as our Indy 500. Wow, Ryan Juke got a good start. Whoa, 3 wide, be careful. Whoa, here comes Ryan Juke for the lead. And they hit the wall, and Jason Marshall gets loose. And the leader wrecks out. Unbelievable. My goodness. Here we go. Next turn. Here comes Matt McMurray for second. Here's that other corner. Be careful. Oh, wow. And Ryan Juke smokes. Oh, my goodness. Ryan Juke smokes. And he's holding up his teammate. You can't do that. Wow. Caution is out, and I bet you there's more wrecks. Matt McMurray's gonna lead. Oh, God. Okay, where do we start? Let's start with Alec Gattuso because, you know what? No. On second thought, let's start with the leader, Jason Marshall, and see what happened. Because he dropped way back, I heard. So here's what happened to Jason Marshall, the leader. He hit the wall apparently, and Ryan Juke just gives him a nudge. And, well, he spins out. And he saves the car from spinning, but he lost the lead big time. And now let's see what happened to Ryan Juke. Here he is trying to battle for the lead with Matt McMurray, and here's the wall. Here it is. Here's the impact of Ryan Juke, and he got sandwiched between the wall and McMurray, and he smoked. So Ryan Juke is not going to be able to win that is not going to be able to kiss the bricks tonight. Yikes. So, and I'm not sure how Alec Gattuso got this way. Oh, now I know. So here's another wreck that happened in the back. The 22 of Diego Espina, well, he got into the third turn and Cody Lamas, no, 6 of Ryan Acosta gets into him, they spin out, and they held up the drivers in the back there, and another spin happened in the back. That was Seth Cole that spun, and another one, Connor Breton, probably, Alicatuso, that's how he got there. So that was the wreck back there, and here's another view. Here's Seth Cole. Here's Seth Cole's spin. He was battling against Connor Horn in the 5, and then he hit Connor Breton in the side wind, I don't know, well, side, and spins him out. Gets spun out. So tough. Wow. And Gattuso, and there's the Dalton Kelly getting a piece of it. Well, and I think the 6 might have gone airborne at one point. Back at 22 Diego Spina. I'm sorry, it's 22. It might have been airborne a little bit. So onboard camera with Diego Ospina. Now on board with Seth Cole. So it's already promising to be a wreck fest as always. And there's Juki, retired from the race. So we're going to go back green in a matter of a couple of laps, so. What an ugly way to start off a race, huh? But this is what I like about Indy. It's unpredictable, it has a ton of wrecks, and you never know what happens. That's what I like about Indy. And guess who's the leader coming to the line? It is actually going to be Evan Gattuso. I just noticed by now. Even though Matt McMurray crossed the line in first, I think he might have had a problem or something, and he had to pit for it, and so Evan Gattuso is now declared the leader. So wow, what a shocking twist of events it's gone so far. Evan Gattuso is your leader. And we're going to go green the next lap, I can tell, because the lights are out on the pace car. Here we go, we're going to go green in this Indy race. So here's the top 5. Evan Gattuso, Rhett Yates, Pichu, Jacob Cook, and Jake Baskinger. Here we go, more racing from Indy coming up. With Evan Gattuso going to lead to the green again. Green flag is out. We're underway again at the Brickyard. And here's Ray Yates, not wasting any time trying to make a move. Here comes one of those walls. Be careful. Here's Pichu. Wow, Pichu comes out of nowhere. Whoa, be careful. Whoa. Whoa, and he spins. Another spin happened. And Xavier Livingston is airborne. Wow. Xavier Livingston went airborne there. The caution is definitely out, I hope. And here's the second turn. Here comes the other turn. Careful, Pichu. Ah, and they spin. They spin out. It was a matter of time. Another spin happened. Another wreck. Oh, whoa, Matt McMurray gets a piece. Oh, God. Lot of records. This is probably going to be a survival race. Who's the leader into the caution? And it's Rhett Yates. It's Rhett Yates in the caution, but I don't know if he will be the leader when it comes to the stripe, because you never know. So let's go back to that second caution, see what happened, because I saw Xavier Livingston airborne there at one point. So here was his moment being airborne. It was battle against Jacob Lawler in the 67. Well, they were straight, until this happened. Right here. Boom. Hit the wall. They spin. And, well, the others were able to avoid that. I thought he was airborne at one point. It looked like he was, and whoa. I'm sorry. I apologize. Oh wow, Kyle Livingston lost a tire. Xavier's brother. He hit his brother Kyle, and Kyle lost a tire. Wow, right there. Boom! He hit his brother, and he lost a tire. So both Livingstons, not a good race for them. Yikes. Then there was another spin. I could try to remember. There was another spin. One was smoking back there, but we'll get to that later. First, let's get to the spin by Gavin Russell. This was happened right but behind the wreckage in the back. Whoa! That was the flip impact. That was where the flip was. That was John Acosta, not Xavier Livingston. I'm sorry. That was actually John Acosta flipping. An onboard camera with John. But the Wreckfest surely did not stop there. Here was another wreck that was even bigger than the last. Here's Pichu on the high side. And hold on, you're about to see coming. Pichu and Jacob Cook together, they slam each other. They collect Baskinger, they collect Carter Magruder. They might have collected more people. Baskinger did. Well, oh, they spun by themselves, so. Baskinger was the one that collected more people. Here it is again, and here he collects, boom, another car, and there is Jacob Cook, I think. No, Lawler, I think. Lawler, Cook, whatever. No, it's Joseph Clark. Andy Allison collected. Mac McBrody Tally is collected. Matt McMurray. Cody, wow, Lamas I think might have escaped, but with damage. Alec Gattuso, Dalton Kelly. Mason Wood lost a tire back there. Oh boy. This is turning to a wreck fest, folks. And there's Andy Allison spinning out. There's Alex Taylor. He came up smoking. Might have got a piece of a wreck. And there's Brody Talley collecting other drivers. Connor Horn got hit. Sorry, their phone is ringing again. Yeah, I'm gonna... Hold on a sec. So we're back here, folks, and again, once again, the leader when took into caution, at this case it was Rhett Yates, he did not... He had a pit. Okay, so once again, the leader had a pit again and gave up his lead. So the new leader of the race is Austin Talley in the 3. Wow, this is going to be a pure wreck fest, and I guess this is going to come down to the last man standing. Wins. Oh boy, this is going to be one heck of a race. Pace car is out. We're going to go green next time by. So here's the top 5. Austin Talley, Luke Walker, Tony Blazer, Corbin Balke, Ryan Acosta. So here we go again. Green is out again. We're underway back at the Brickyard. And Austin Talley's going to lead. Only 22 drivers have survived from this, so we'll see if there's going to be more wrecks. Here we go. Here comes the turn. Luke Walker's going to try to make a move. There's Talley, and Talley spins out. And Talley spins. Another guy spins. Luke Walker gets hit. Some guys hit as well. Boom! Wow. That hitter was Corbin Balke. Wow, he got hit hard. But there's more to come. Blazers in the pits. Cautions, of course, out. And who's going to lead the field? It is probably going to be... Oh, another wreck. Luke Walker spun again. And Connor Breton spun again, too. Wow. So the leader of the race is going to be Tony Blazer. And it is going to be Blazer, but will he stay in the road and instead of pit? Well, we'll just have to find out sooner or later. So, but first, let's find out what happened to Austin Talley. He knew he couldn't escape it. He tried to make the best he could, but he just couldn't. So here's what happened to Austin Talley. And Talley got wrecked. So here's what happened. Trying to battle against Luke Walker. He hits the wall. Luke gives him a little tap. And there's Blazer making it through. And there's another spin. He hits Connor Horn. Luke Walker hits Cody Lamas. Connor Horn, boom, he gets impacted by one driver. I think that was Rhett Yates, the leader before. And there's Luke Walker, and there's Corbin Balke getting hit by Tyler Manson. And let's see if there was other wrecks, because I could have sworn there was another wreck. Luke Walker was slow, and here he is again. Here's Luke Walker. Losing a bit of positions. He got into the 7, I think, of Jake Baskinger. No, Diego Espina in the 22. Made it 3 wide, and it was too much for the car, and they spun out. Connor Breton spun out again, and Luke Walker took out, I think that was Rhett Yates again. No, that was Alex Lozano. And Ospina spun. Zach Buchanan got held up there. And yeah, so we'll see a battle for third, and I think Seth Cole won third, but the leader is going to be Blazer. Or is it? Or is he? We'll have to wait and see if he decides to pit, because the last drivers who did that pitted. Folks, I think only the top 10 are left. Yeah, I think the top 10 are left. My goodness, what a wreck fest. I think only the top 10 are left. Yeah, a little bit. The top 11, so to say. So those are the guys, well, so it'll be everyone who is left standing is going to get points tonight, regardless, except for one driver. We only have about 11 drivers on the field left, so this means that everyone on this field who is ever left standing will get points, except for the one who finishes on the 11th. So here we go. The top 11, the last 11 drivers standing are Tony Blazer, Jacob Cook, Seth Cole, Alex Taylor, Gavin Russell, Carter Magruder, Evan Gattuso, Theo Stiegel, Pichu, Zach Buchanan, and the 1 in 11th is Diego Ospina. We're going to be having 8 laps to go. 9 laps to go when we hit the stripe. So there's so much more racing to do. So it's going to be wild. Green flag is out again, and the last 11 are going to be fighting, going to be clawing their way into the Brickyard, clawing their way into Brickyard glory. And here's Blazer has a good... Oh, and they hit. I knew it. They were hit. They got hit. I knew it. However, Blazer was still able to get the car into speed, and he's still able to get the lead. Signs damage. Here comes another turn. Will they make through the second? And they got a little scraping on the second. No one wrecked, but is there caution out? No, the caution is not out, so we're still green. We are still green at this point, and Tony Blazer still has the lead with 8 laps to go. Will he be the one kissing the bricks? So once again, everyone in this field that's left will be getting points somehow, except for one driver who finishes 11th. And here's another turn again, and this time he made it through cleanly, and the others did make it through cleanly as well. Less congested since there's less drivers left. Here comes the second turn. Here comes the turn. Here comes another turn that people take damage from. And of course, Blazer scrapes a little bit, Boom, Gattuso gets a little hit as well. And that's going to allow Jacob Cook to get second. And and Pichu spins out. That's going to bring out the caution. Pichu spun out. Caution is out. Sad to see Pichu being the unlucky one that causes the caution to spin out. He'll be 11th, I think, and it's likely that he will not be getting points from this. So tough break for the 10 of Pichu. Here's what happened. He was battling for position here, and then boom, he hits the wall. Gavin Russell, well, makes contact with him, and, well, Pichu was the one that spins out. He's probably furious right now that he's not going to probably get points. But he's still in the race, so anything can happen. We'll see. Anything can happen, certainly. So Pichu's should not be down just yet. Anyone taking the pits? No one's taking the pits, and Pichu's now in 11th, so that doesn't matter much. Again, only 11 drivers are left, and top 10 of those 11 will be getting points. The one in 11th won't, so that's very, very crucial in the points standing. Tony Blazer still leads. We are going to be having our final green flag period. This means, yeah, we're going to be out with 3 laps to go. A caution will now end the race at this point. Any caution ends the race. So it's all coming down to the last 3 laps. Who will kiss the bricks tonight? Let's see. The top 5 are Tony Blazer, Jacob Cook, Theo Stiegel, Evan Gattuso, Zach Buchanan. Any one of the guys in the 11 could come back and kiss the bricks tonight. We will see who. Green flag is out. We're back at the bricks for the final 3 laps. And whoever caused the caution might certainly finish in 11th and might not get the point, so this could be crucial. Every move is critical at this point. Blazer got off to a rocking start. And here comes Theo Stiegel for second. Gattuso also second. Gattuso spins out. That's going to bring the caution. And the race is over. But they'll be racing back to the line. Here comes the last turn. Who will Blazer make it through alive? Scrapes a little bit. And another wreck happens. There's Pichu spinning around. But here's Tony Blazer. He's going to survive. Unless the Blazer goes in the caution goes to the pits of the period, he will be kissing the bricks tonight. Tony Blazer is going to lead the field to the caution. This race is definitely over. And it was because of 2 wrecks, mainly because of Evan Gattuso spinning out, trying to get the second. Trying to be like Takuma Sato, but unfortunately doesn't pay off well. Here's what happened with Evan Gattuso. He spun out simply, and so did Theo Stiegel. So they spun out by themselves. Yikes. Buchanan was slow in the grass, so he lost position right there a little bit. So you probably wonder who will finish 11th and who will not get the points. Well, it's going to be very close. Here's Pichu again, and Pichu spun out once again. Here he is, trying to make a battle for the position, and then Gavin Russell hits the wall. Boom, he gets tapped and spins. Jacob Cook, I mean. It was Jacob Cook that spun him out. So Pichu hits a little bit of there, and boom, Taylor got... No, it was Taylor, Alex Taylor that got hit. And there's Carter Magruder. Magruder also spun out by himself. Here he is, and Magruder spins him out. Got spun out. So there's Magruder spinning out. Buchanan got a piece of it. Buchanan got loose. There's Ospina getting a little piece of it. And there's Blazer. Unless if he has to go to the pits, he would be the Indy 500 champion. He would win our version of the Indianapolis 500. And we just got word that Carter Magruder will be 11th, so Magruder is not going to be getting So, yeah, we just got word that 2 drivers retired. Zach Buchanan in the 83 will finish in 11th. Just wasn't able to, well, Pichu survived longer than Buchanan, so Pichu is going to be declared for 10th. 10th place for Pichu, so Pichu will be getting 1 point. And Zach Buchanan, well, unfortunately, he will be 11th and will not get points. Tough break for Buchanan. Unlucky, well, it was very unlucky. Pichu survived a little longer than Buchanan in the pits, so Pichu will get credit for 10th. Buchanan will be 11th, so yikes. But in the meantime, Blazer, unless if he goes to the pits, he will kiss the bricks and win our version of the Indy 500. Well, okay. There's Tony Blazer. He's not going to the pits. He has seen the white flag. 1 to go for him. He is just 1 caution lap away from winning the Indy Grand Prix at the Brickyard, otherwise known as our version of the Indianapolis 500. What an honor it has been for Tony Blazer to be one of the last man standing and kiss the bricks at the Brickyard to win it here. That is incredible. That is such an incredible honor to win the Indy 500 here at this court, at Indy. So Tony Blazer is going to be one of those legends that wins at Indy. The other guys that won, well, one race we had before the Pichu Series, I think that was the one, that was other one in Indy. Aaron Williams got that win, so yeah. And we just got word that they're ending it right now, so that's it. Tony Blazer has won the Indianapolis 500 at Indy Motor Speedway. Congratulations to Tony Blazer on the win. Seth Cole will come in 2nd. Gavin Russell will come in 3rd. Jacob Cook will come in 4th. Diego Espina will come in 5th. Alex Taylor will come in 6th. Evan Gattuso will come in 7th. Theo Stiegel will come in 8th. Carter Magruder will come in 9th. And Pichu, because he retired later than Zach Buchanan, he will be credited for 10th. Buchanan will be 11th and will miss out on the points. That was close. And the rest of the field you see here, all retired. Ryan Juke finished 37th. He was the one in last. Tough break, so yeah. And those are the guys that retired. And here is Tony Blazer. He's going to take the checkers right now. Coming off the final turn, Tony Blazer has won the Indy Grand Prix at the Brickyard and is the WOSCT Angry Birds IndyCar Series Indianapolis 500 champion. So congratulations. He's not the champion of the WOSCT Angry Birds IndyCar Series, but this will help him in the win and the ending to the Zen Joltis, the final race of the season. So congrats to Tony Blazer on the victory. As you probably know, the next race is the season finale of the series. It'll be at Zen Joltis. No surprise there. Who will become champion of the WOSCT Angry Birds IndyCar Series? Well, we'll have to wait and find out. So, we'll show you the points heading into the final race of the season, and, well, see you on Saturday. Hopefully we'll either have this live stream somehow. Hopefully on Saturday. If not, we'll still have that race on the next Saturday. So join us Saturday for the season finale of the WOSCT Angry Birds IndyCar Series. You won't want to miss it. So take care, everybody. We'll see you later, and we'll show you the points heading to the final round. Hold on 1 second, guys. Before you head on to your next races, I just want to recap. I just want to give you the top 10 heading into the Zen Joltis finale. You will see the full standings after this, but I just want to give you the top 10 and who has the lead and what did the other drivers behind the leader have to do in order to clinch the championship for the IndyCar Series. So here's the deal. the points have been done after Indy, and here and Andy Allison is the points leader by 7 points over Tony Blazer. Blazer got second after his win. Seth Cole is third behind just 9 points. Connor Horn is fourth behind 18 points. Brody Talley is fifth behind 20 points. Kyle Livingston is sixth behind 22 points. And there's Mason Wood, Gavin Russell, Evan Gattuso. Mason Wood and Gavin Russell are tied for seventh. They're behind 21. They're behind 31 points. And Gattuso is behind 32 points. 32 points. And if you're wondering who's 10th, Alex Taylor is also behind 22 points. So sorry if I couldn't fit your name in the top 10. But you are tied for 9th with Gattuso, just to let you know. So that's, yeah. So those 1/7 and below are actually virtually eliminated from championship contention. 7th and below, unfortunately, are eliminated from championship contention, but I just want to show the top 10 and who is eligible. Only the top 6 can win the championship at this point at the point standing. Now here are the scenarios. Should Allison not finish in the top 10? Should Allison not finish in the top 10 in the next race at Zen Joltis? Here's what would happen. Tony Blazer, if he were to win the pole, he would need to finish 7th or better in order to tie or clinch the championship. He would have to finish 7th or better if he were to win the pole at Zen Joltis. He would have to finish 7th or better to tie or clinch it. Otherwise, if he didn't win the pole, he'd have to finish in 6th or better in order to clinch. Seth Cole is behind 9 points. Therefore, if he should he win the pole, then he has to finish 6th or better in order to tie or clinch. 6th or better to tie or clinch the championship if he wins the pole. If not, then he'd have to be 5th or better in order to clinch. That's the only way. Connor Horn is behind 18 points. This means that should he win the pole, well, the only way that Connor Horn would get a chance at the championship is if Allison does not finish in the top 10, and then by miraculously he finishes 18th, second or first. So Connor Horn is a little bit tough because he needs a miracle in order to make it in. He'd have to finish in 2nd or better, regardless if he wins the pole or not, in order to clinch anything. So 2nd or 1st. Win or 2nd for Horn in this situation. And 5th, Brody Talley is behind 20 points. The only way Brody Talley would have a legitimate shot at the championship is if he wins this race. That's the only way. If he wins this race and Allison doesn't get the top 10, Talley would miraculously come from 5th to champion. We'll see if that happens. And the last one, virtually eligible, Kyle Livingston, is behind 22 points. And again, the only way he can have a legitimate shot at the title is if he wins the race. That doesn't, well, but anything could happen to the top 6, so we would see what happens in this race. So anything can happen. So once again, Andy Allison is the points leader heading into Zen Joltis. He leads Tony Blazer by 7 points. Now, that's only if Allison does not finish the top 10 that he would not clinch. And he's leading by 7 points. Allison would need to finish 2nd or well, to lock in, it needs a top 10 at least. Allison needs to be ahead of the other drivers, at least ahead of the other drivers in order to clinch. So, and therefore he needs to be so Andy Allison needs to be ahead of the other drivers below in order to possibly clinch it by himself right now. So that's the top 10 of the IndyCar. We will show you the rest of the point standings. And then, so this Saturday will be the final race at Zen Joltis, the season finale. You don't want to miss it. We might have it as a live stream. Don't worry. If we do, I will let you know what time. So guys, well, that's all I gotta say. Congrats to Tony Blazer on the Indy 500 win. Well, good luck to everyone, and we will see you later. Take care, everybody.